Now at 10, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 10. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. New police body cam video shows us an officer-involved shooting at a West Haven car wash last Thursday.
It shows the seconds leading up to when cops fired at a man. We're also learning that man's name, Jabrell Conley, a 36-year-old man who was known to police.
Police say Conley had outstanding federal warrants for robbery and firearm charges. And when they spotted his SUV at the car wash, officers converged. Take a look at what happens next. Jabrell Conley's black Hyundai SUV was pulled into a bay at the Splash Car Wash on Boston Post Road. Officers say he got back in his car.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Let me see your hands.
At this point, you can see officers back away, telling him, "Don't you do it." From this angle,
Yo, what are you doing?
You can see Conley still inside, disobeying officers' commands and holding a gun. Now take a look at witness video recorded on a cell phone. The scene is quite chaotic. It's difficult to make out exactly what happens next. But police say Conley fired one round before his gun jammed. His driver's side window shattered.
Go.
As you can see from the body camera footage, the officers put themselves between Conley with a handgun and other innocent people that were in the parking lot.
Late Monday afternoon, New Haven's chief and Mayor Justin Elicker held a press conference.
I am not an expert, I'm not a police officer, but it appears to me that the officers used appropriate force.
You'll see Sergeant Sanchez trying to go hands-on and pull Conley from the vehicle. At that point, you see the window of the driver's side shattered. That is Conley firing a shot. We're very lucky that officers were not hurt or anybody else. Conley's a known member of the Grape Street Crips and is on federal probation and has an extensive criminal history.
Chief Jacobson says he's spoken with Conley's mother and brother. The brother saying there was no message for gang members to hurt New Haven officers.
We received information that there were threats being made by members of the Grape Street Crips to call in other members of the Grape Street Crips, specifically from the New Jersey area, to do harm to our officers.
The report also says Conley's gun was stolen out of Waterbury with an extended magazine.
It had the capacity to hold 26 rounds.
3 officers from the Violent Crime Task Force fired their guns, and they're on paid administrative leave.
We don't want to do this. We don't want to shoot people.
Boy, it all happened so fast in the chaos.
Oh, seconds. Yeah, very quickly.
Really fast developing thing there. All right, time now to take a look at the weather. We're going to check in with Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank for a first look at the forecast. We get the whole work week stretched out ahead of us, Rachel.
Yeah, and it's already looking gloomy out there.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to continue with mostly cloudy skies as we head through the coming days. And we even have, some rain in the forecast. I don't think this is going to erase the rainfall deficit that we've built up for the month of September, but it sure will help. There could be a passing shower or two during the day on Wednesday, but there's a much better chance for more numerous showers on Thursday before we drive back out again, just in time for the weekend. Taking a look at the radar, there were actually a couple showers in Fairfield and New Haven counties earlier. Those are gone now and no longer a concern tonight. Right now, temperatures are in the 50s for most of the state, and we're looking at overnight lows that'll be right around the 50-degree mark as we head towards daybreak tomorrow. There could be a bit of sun to start off the day tomorrow, but I think we'll kind of go towards more clouds as we head through the midday into the afternoon, and we'll see high temperatures in the upper 60s to right around 70 degrees. Of course, it's all about timing out that rain this week. We're going to do that for you, plus checking on the tropics. Florida may be getting dealt a hard blow with a hurricane towards the end of the week. We're going to talk more about it. Your full forecast coming up.
All right, Rachel, thank you. The beginning of another school week and another school threat, this one in New Britain. No one was hurt, but it did have parents panicked.
Yeah, right now police are trying to track down who made the threat. Meanwhile, the administration is ready to reset for another day.
Fox 61's Matt Karen is at Vance Elementary School to bring us inside the chaos of the moment.
It's the message no parent wants to get, that there's been a threat at your child's school. I could see the panicked and uncertain look on parents' faces as they spent hours not knowing if their child was okay, now hugging them a little tighter.
Oh my God, I hope these kids is all right.
11 a.m., Vance School, New Britain, chaos.
We got a message and we just dropped everything and came running to the school.
And confusion.
It's like a feeling where your heart's gonna come out of your chest.
Police ran to surround the elementary school, guns drawn.
I am shaking.
Following a threatening phone call to the main office.
The call was specific, threatening to say that there was an armed person within the building.
Parents quickly catching word of the incident and descended on the school, still not knowing if their children and grandchildren were safe.
Texas, Columbine, all these schools shouldn't be happening. This is crazy for all our kids to have to go through this.
New Britain police
Everything's good inside, okay?
did their best to calm the crowds.
We're all moms and dads too, so I understand.
Eventually getting word there was no active threat and no one was hurt.
I can breathe again.
Creating lines for kids to be dismissed early, one by one.
Is everything okay? What happened?
Families reunited again.
We were having a big walk down and that was so scary. But some just told us to stay in the corner, and then the police talked to us and said, "Is everybody okay?" And we said yes.
What do you want to say to Mom?
And that I love her.
From social media threats to swatting incidents like this, parents tell Fox 61 it's a world they don't recognize.
Completely. I never imagined this would be a reality for my first grader.
Not being able to get to your child in time, knowing that they're in there crying and screaming.
Empty threats meant only to divide and disrupt.
Schools are supposed to be a place to learn. Schools are supposed to be a place where children are happy.
New Britain police say they'll be launching a full-scale investigation to determine who made that phone call. Meanwhile, school officials say classes will resume normally on Tuesday, but with an increased police presence and more mental health counselors. Reporting in New Britain, Matt Caron, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
A former AAU girls basketball coach has been found guilty of sexual assault. Danny Lawhorn was charged with assaulting an underage player back in 2021. As a coach for the Bria Holmes Elite League, Lawson offered to be the host family for the 17-year-old victim, allowing her to stay in his home while she played basketball in the hopes of getting recruited for a scholarship. Sentencing is set for November 14th.
Now to a follow-up from tenants in Hartford. City Council tonight told those renters the city has secured an agreement with other property management companies who have available units to take some of them in. Now, these tenants were forced out of their homes at the Concord Hill Apartments because of a fire. This happened in August. They've been living in various motels ever since, but tenants say they still have questions.
We lost most of our furniture and a lot of valuable stuff. Are they going to pay for that as well? So there's still, it's a step forward into the right direction, but there's still a lot of questions that need to be answered for us.
We're told the owner of the apartment complex will even waive any back rent tenants may have owed from before the fire.
Well, the Southington Town Council voted unanimously tonight to pass an ordinance to honor the late State Trooper First Class Aaron Pelletier. The ordinance supports surviving spouses of police officers, firefighters, and EMTs who die in the line of duty. It provides a tax abatement on property taxes in town up to $10,000 per year for 15 years. The first responder must have been a resident of Southington at the time of death, and spouses must still live in town. The line of duty death must have happened on or after January 1st of 2024. Surviving spouses can apply by submitting a request to the town's tax assessor's office.